Hello and welcome back to my channel, Miami Star Tarot. Today I am doing a reading for Libra. I am going to be doing a reading for the rest of April 2021. However, this can be a timeless read, so whenever you happen to come across it, it's when it will most likely apply to you if it's going to resonate. So let's get started. This is for Libra for the rest of 2021 or timeless. Now, most of my readings are love readings, so, but I do read whatever comes up in the tarot. I just noticed that love readings is what most people want, and what mostly ends up coming out sometimes on my cards anyway. So anyways, this is for all you Libras out there. And again, this is for April, but, you know, this could go into May or June or whenever. You know, some things usually take a little bit longer to manifest. So it's, you know, saying that it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. Sometimes things do come up though that, you know, and I will tell you if it's like most immediate or not. So mostly going to be immediate. All right. You got the 8 of Swords. All right, Libra, I need 5 more cards. I got 2 more. And this one goes here and here. All right. So Libra, you've got the 3 of Swords. So you have 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, so I see some changes happening, coming your way. I need 3 more cards, please, for Libra. Got 1 more. Okay, I definitely see some changes, Libra. It could be changes in your relationship, most likely. Okay, let's just get all the cards out here. I need 2 more. So far, you have 3 out of 4 are Swords, which is definitely some thinking energy, which kind of plays in well, I think, with the situation, and also considering that you are an air sign and the Swords are the air signs of the tarot, and that's what you're good at. You're good at thinking things through. Okay, oh, and I got my 2. All right. Okay. I need now my underlying energy, and it's 5 of Pentacles. All right, so this this spread has kind of the tone of an ending or a change, a big change in your current status, moving into a new status, which is probably going to be something that you're going to have to take a chance on. I'm kind of, you know, I feel like you know what's going on in your relationship right now, Libra. I feel like this is like the 5 of Pentacles. And sometimes what I'm seeing here is that your, sorry, I need to put my ring back on. Your relationship right now is not feeling very stable. Like you're not feeling very secure in your relationship with the 5 of Pentacles as your underlying energy, okay? And there are those feelings of hopelessness, feelings of things just not working out, opportunities kind of passing you by. And I think that you're kind of acknowledging that, and this could be something directly related to the home. I do, however, feel, because the 5 of Pentacles, even though it's a card of feeling hopelessness or feeling completely just like there's nothing going for you, or there's nothing left for you to do. In the traditional tarot, it shows 2 like homeless people walking through snow. And the good thing about this card is, although it looks bad and it looks worse in the original tarot than in this one, is that there is hope. And it is the card of feeling like you've lost hope, but there is hope if you know where to look. And this card here, it shows the key. She looks like she's crying, like she's feeling really upset, depressed. But what she doesn't realize is that the key is there. There is hope. And I think it's a matter of knowing, like, what key to use, like what you need to do about your situation to change it. I feel because you have the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups here, that you or your partner as well could have kind of resolved to just end the situation instead of keep going through the same thing over and over again. Now, I am getting, and I hate saying it, but I am getting a third party situation, whether it's you or them, or it's one of you. Like there is a third party involved. It could also possibly be for some people who are dating somebody who have another person, or if you have another person but you're dating somebody as well. It could possibly mean that like you're feeling kind of hopeless because of that situation. There is a third party, and there is, like, to me, and I hate saying it, but it's very obvious in this spread that there is a third party. And I feel like there are feelings of like fearing of abandonment as well. Libra, so you may be fully aware of what's going on. And if there isn't a third person, there is like the heart's being pulled a different direction of your person, or it could be your heart as well. So roles are reversed. You can, I think, apply this to your situation and decide where that's happening for those of you where it's resonating. So you either have like your significant other or your person's heart's being pulled to a different direction, or there's actually a third party involved as we speak. You do have the Eight of Cups, which to me kind of tells me that this may be a time for you to reflect on whether this is going to be the end of your connection with this person, the end of your relationship, or whatever kind of relationship that you're having. And I feel like maybe it is a good time for you to start seeing what you can do about this situation. You do have the Eight of Swords at the beginning, at the entry here, which to me signifies that because there is hope with this, with the underlying energy being there's hope. I think that you do hold the key, or you may have some ability to change this situation if you are wanting to continue a relationship with this person. There may be something that's gluing you guys together in some ways that might just take some serious work or some acknowledgement what's going on, so that you can actually go in. And it's kind of hard to fix a problem if the two parties are not acknowledging it, is what I'm saying. So to get okay, so I got the Queen of Cups from this one, and I think what's happening here is that there is, to me, like I said, I'm going to repeat it, there is some kind of a third party energy going on, whether they're involved, you're involved, or if just kind of heartstrings are being pulled to a different direction. There is a significant amount of love between you two, Libra, that is like the glue that can keep you together if that is what you want. I don't know how, whatever your tolerance level of what's going on is, it's up to each individual. But I feel like there is something that really glues you guys together. And if you guys are married, it could be the fact that you are married. It could be kids. It could be, there is something definitely there that is keeping this Eight of Cups, so this could be an abandoning card, like being abandoned, or it could also be you leaving something for something else. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes the Eight of Cups is really what you want to see in a reading, because it says that the ability to walk away, to start something. Okay, could also be someone leaving you, or you leaving somebody just because. But sometimes this card really can reflect this walking away, or turning your back to something and not looking back, which could be a positive for many people. Okay. The Queen of Cups is what holds you guys together. So there is deep emotional love, there's understanding, and there is a love connection between you guys. Okay. So depending on what you're wanting to do, Libra, you do hold the key to make things. I can't say that I can necessarily make this, that you can necessarily make this person kind of change how they feel. I think that might take some time. but you definitely have the ability to kind of hold things together and keeping together as a couple. And again, that's you need to decide if that's what you want. You also have the Seven of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Cups. So what I am seeing here for you is the third party. This is what is keeping that third party vibe, I think, going for me here. Is like, I feel like there is some kind of just a third party vibe that, however deep you're involved or they're involved in it, I don't know. But there's definitely that there, and you do need to kind of get past that. And the key to getting past that here, Libra, too, is the Fool card, which is it's new beginnings and taking a leap of faith. And I kind of like that. That explanation is the leap of faith for the Fool for you right now, because if you decide that you want to try to work on what's going on, it's going to really, aside from the fact that you're going to have to communicate, the swords are all about communication, and it's about talking things out, it's thinking. They're not overly emotional cards. So I think, the swords, I think that some of this just has to be acknowledgement, talking about it, and just making a conscious effort to let bygones be bygones. And you have this Fool card here, which means leap of faith. In this case, it's what I'm hearing over and over again. You're just going to have to take a leap of faith if you want to continue in this relationship, and you're not ready to just throw in the towel and walk away, because you do have that option here as well. You can walk away, but you can also keep that from happening if it's not what you want. It's almost like, Libra, it's almost like what's going to happen is in your hands, and it really depends on your ability to see what needs to be done and your ability to make up your mind as well. You do have the Eight of Swords again as the entry, and it's almost like that card is suggesting that you don't know what to do. Like, you feel bound to this person, or it could also mean that you don't know how to proceed. You don't know what to do, and you feel a little bit helpless. And it could be a combination of both as well, Libra. Okay, like you're feeling helpless, don't know what to do. Maybe you were blindsided and it just took you by surprise. You haven't had enough time to think. You're a thinker, and so I think, there I said it again, think that the best thing for you to do is just really take those blindfolds off, take those binds off of you, and just try to make a decision as to what you want to do. And that's what it's going to have to come down to. If you want to continue with this relationship, you will have to play the Fool card, which means you will have to take a leap of faith, and you will have to let bygones be bygones and move forward and not look back. I feel that strongly that your bind that you have as a couple may not be enough to recreate the love that you're looking for, but it may be the beginning, like the first step, and maybe just both of you guys working together as to what you want your future to look like. I think it's going to, after a while, I think, I think, like, especially if you've been together a long time, like that magical feeling of love and lust and just that desire sometimes just goes away, but it doesn't go away, really. It transforms into something else. And I feel, Libra, that you guys do kind of have that going, and it's going to be more a matter of how you're going to re-transform that. And I would have loved to have seen the Death card, to be honest, because the Death card is all about, reincarnation, reformation, and all that stuff. But it's okay. You have the Hanged Man, which makes a lot of sense in this situation, which means that you need to start thinking outside the box. You need to start looking at things through a different perspective. And I'm thinking also, the Two of Wands, I'm going to set it down here. A good thing, too, is to maybe have a conversation and see how you each see things, because sometimes lacking perspective is the problem. Like, if you can see things through their eyes and they can see things through your eyes, you guys can talk things over, you might actually start seeing things that you didn't see before, like not keeping things in or not wanting to talk without manipulating, of course. But I think that, having that conversation and you guys having to look at things through each other's perspective and maybe trying to think outside the box. And of course, it's going to take the two of you wanting that as well. You do have the Knight of Cups, which here tells me that your person in the end is definitely going to want to do that. I don't think that your person is necessarily dying to walk away from you. I think it's just more a matter of a distraction more than anything. You do have the Two of Wands here too, which is a choice card, and I pulled it for this Knight of Cups. I think that this Knight of Cups is really going to, depending on how you handle things and the conversation that you guys have, I think that they're going to be faced with a decision whether they want to start something new or if they want to settle with the old. And I think to put it in a way that just, you know, I'm not meaning this in a bad way, but I feel like your person may just be very bored with what's going on. You know, as harsh as that may sound, but it seems like they're just kind of trying to see what else is out there. There's a sense of boredom as well. So I think for the both of you, you know, the Fool card is probably the best way to go, is just to say, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? But we need to go in there together. And if you guys are not going in together, I just don't see a very good future. So you guys have to be on the same page. And if they're not in agreement, then I think that's, Libra, when you're going to have to decide what you are going to do. You do have something that's keeping you glued together. That may not be strong enough, depending on what's going on. Each person has their own little world going on, but you know, just try to figure out what it is that's keeping you guys glued together. Is it something that's worth staying with? I do see hope though, and that's the thing. You know, you have the key. I think that's kind of you. I feel like you kind of almost know that as well, but you know, I think it's more a matter of, can this Three of Hearts be put back together? Can you break those ties that are pulling them in that direction? Or you, if you're the one that's kind of stepping out a little bit, like, are you able to bring it back together and have no other strings attached? So Libra, that's kind of what's going on with you. And I know this is not going to resonate for a ton of you guys out there, but you know, there is hope, but I think it's just going to require a lot of honesty and just really trying to figure out the best way to do this, and you know, looking outside the box. Sorry. All right, so Libra, that is all I have for you. Thank you for watching my channel, Miami Star Tarot, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.